So I'll state the obvious. It's fall. The trees are starting to turn. It's only in the 70s during the day. It's a wonderful time of year and a kind of weird one, actually, because in a sense, it's the time of year when we actually recognize the beauty of death. We look at the dying leaves and we look at their colors and their hues and we think, oh, that's so beautiful. Look at the colors. And it's the colors of death. So we do have an appreciation inside for death and a knowledge that it can in fact be beautiful. But what I really wanted to talk about, I saw 3 days ago on Reddit a beautiful picture of a bonsai tree. And they are always so amazing, so miniaturized and yet so gnarled and ancient looking. They look like they should be full-size trees. It's really cool. This particular tree was 800 years old. And I was looking at it, I was marveling, and I thought, what am I marveling at exactly? 800 years, that's a long time. But you know, all of the things that compose that tree are much older than 800 years. Many of them probably millions of years old. All of the different compounds that we use to build our body, do they not outlast our body by eons? And yet somehow that's not what age is measured by. Well, why do we appreciate 800 years then, if everything around us is eons older? What is it about a composition that lasts 800 years that intrigues us? I really believe it's because you are immortal. And when you see something living that outlives its bounds, 800 years, that's living beyond your bounds, it seems. That reminds us of immortality. And so we find it beautiful because immortality is one of the natures of God, one of the natures of the divinity. Anything that contains or reminds us, everything contains, but only a few things remind us, and it's different for each person. But each thing that is attractive to us, anything that sparkles for us, anything that grabs our attention, it's because it has our nature in it somewhere. And really the big point and practice of spiritual life, one of them, is to recognize what is that name in there that describes your nature to you, that is making said thing beautiful. Vivekananda says, everything composed must decompose. That we will return to our nature, that all things return to the divine, return to God. All the children come home, eventually. So with those thoughts, happy fall.